Hell yeah, the Doobie Brothers. Alright, why not? Sometimes I gotta listen to the Doobies. If you want to listen to some good jams and, not like a 15, 20-minute song, pop on the Doobie Brothers. Listen to them. You're driving down to the beach, you want to listen to something a little bit upbeat, but still some really good rock and roll. This is your shit. Get into it. Yeah, they're just good musicians. They really are. They got some good harmonies and everything. And it's not like your typical lengthy, hippie band kind of thing. A lot of the hippie bands back in the day, they used to just they'd play a song and then 25 minutes later, you're still listening to the same damn song. I'm sorry, I'm not saying that it's not good. Some of it's good, but sometimes you just need something quick and poppy. So anyway, my friend Chris Burgess called me up, shout out, the other day to ask me how the new Independence Day movie, because he just assumed that I watched it, and I didn't want to. I had to break it to him. Not only did I not go see the new Independence Day movie, I have no plans on seeing it. And why? Why? Well, let me answer that question by doing a fucking review of the first movie, okay? I did not like Independence Day. I hated Independence Day. They lied to me. They lied, and they should be ashamed of themselves. When they released the trailers for the original Independence Day movie, I remember watching those previews, and this was back before YouTube, so you could actually watch previews over and over again and really pick them apart to find out whether or not you actually want to see the film. I really looked at it and I was like, wow, this looks like it's going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. And then I say greatest thing since sliced bread a lot. I got to come up with a new analogy. Greatest thing since, I don't know. We learned how to plant stuff. Sliced bread works for so many things. Fuck that. I'm not changing. All right. Well, here's the thing. The CGI wasn't as good as they built it to be in the trailers back when I first saw it. The dog got away from this explosion miraculously somehow, and then the fire that came right behind him was just so obviously fake that it just, once that happened, I was tipped out of the movie like, oh, God, come on. Not that I wanted to see a dog get burned by fire or anything like that, but you know what? Why don't you just not go there at all? Just the hell with the whole dog escaping scene. Just the whole point of that scene was to really show the miraculous power of these aliens to destroy everything. So why show a dog narrowly escaping through a tunnel? And dude, it was just so bad. And plus, and also, how many different cliches can they stuff in a movie? I swear to God, it was in the writer's room. They were just like, did they have like a running tally on the board? Like, let's see, did we check up? No, we got that cliche. I think we missed a couple cliches here, so we got to throw a few more in, and cover every single demographic that we can possibly cover. We have to stay hip-hop fresh and blah, 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 It's just like one of those things where they try to please as many people as they possibly can, and in the process, they please a few, But I don't know. The movie did well, so a lot of people liked it. I did not like it. I just remember me and Paco, sitting in this movie, and, I was wondering whether or not this movie was good or not. Not really wondering. I was like, you know what? I'm not sure if this is good or not, And then Paco leans over to me and he goes, this fucking sucks. I was like, yeah, all right. I'm not the only one. Good. But, so, yeah, I thought ID4 was garbage. And since the same guy who did that movie is doing this movie, I think that this is going to be just more of the same. It's not like he learned a lesson because his first movie was successful. So why would he change the formula for this movie because the first movie was successful? So it's probably more of the same with updated CGI. It's just, I'll watch it when it comes out on video. Rent it. I don't know. Maybe I won't even rent it. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? Did I cover everything that I hated about the movie? I didn't hate Will Smith, but he was just, whatever. I didn't hate Jeff Goldblum, but, And I don't think that Bill Pullman's president's speech was the best speech ever freaking given, like some people do. I swear to God, there are people out there that believe it. They're like, oh, best president speech ever. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was the best president speech ever. How many are in the movies? Morgan Freeman did something similar to his, but it was like that was at the same like Deep Impact. He did that in Deep Impact. I don't know. Whatever. You know. I don't know what to say. What do you guys think is the best president speech ever in a film? I'd have to actually think about it to find out. Maybe I'll put it in the comment section once I've given it more thought. But it just kind of dawned on me. But whatever. Anyway, what's coming up? Well, I think we got Suicide Squad, but that's way out in August. But I think the shorter term is of the movies that I'm going to go see next. The next movie I'm planning to see is Star Trek Beyond. Why? I don't know. Glutton for punishment, I guess. Everybody knows how I feel about the Star Trek 2. I'm very, very passionate about how much that film sucks. But I didn't like the second one at all. I didn't like the twist that they did at the end with the role reversal of Spock and Kirk. I thought it was just like, you know what? And, you know, I like Benedict Cumberbatch, if that's how you say his name. But that was Khan, you know? That was Khan you messed with. You're not supposed to do that. I think I've pretty much dedicated an entire other video about my hate for that movie, so you'll have to do the research on that. I'm not going to talk about it too much. But I'm holding out hope that I'm going to go to a movie theater and sit down and watch a new updated Star Trek film that's going to be good. I mean, I do like some of the characters. I like the dude that plays Bones a lot. Well, fucking Carl Urban, you know, he's Judge Dredd, but he does a good job of that role. We need more, but he does a decent job of that role. I don't mind Chris Pine. I don't mind Zachary Zachary, whatever, the guy that plays Spock. Zoe's awesome too. I just haven't seen a good movie by them. And based off the trailers, and if you're a Trekkie, then you're probably seeing the trailer. It looks like they're going to destroy the Enterprise again, which I can't tell you how much that disappoints me. So I'm already going into it a little bit annoyed because it looks like they're going to destroy the freaking Enterprise again. But they're introducing new aliens, so I don't know. That's the way around. So the new way around shitting on the old characters and aliens that they've created in the Star Trek world is to create new ones so that nobody can rip on the new aliens because they're new. But guess again, I'm going to figure out a way to do that. I'm so negative. I know I'm already going into it hating it. So there's nothing good that's probably going to come from that. Used to get in Star Wars versus Star Trek battles with people. I don't remember when or where, but I always thought that was the dumbest fucking thing in the whole entire universe. I think I even moved into a house one time where I was talking about Star Trek and the guy said, "This is a Star Wars household." And I was like, okay, I don't even know what the fuck that means, but okay, Star Wars, okay. Because I grew up on Star Wars and Star Trek, and somehow I found a way to love both franchises and not have to pick one side or the other. I mean, geez, do you have so little love in your heart that you can't open it up just a teeny bit to, love maybe both of them? Maybe you could, maybe, just try a little bit. You might have it there, you might have it. Let's, we can do more as people, we can love more. That's your optimistic whatever of the weekend. Speaking of Star Wars, though, Battlefront, they released the Bespin maps, and not bad. It's only like 3 or 4 maps. They don't have a new cargo, and for those of you who know me, I spend my home on Battlefront is playing that cargo. So I play that shit over and over and over again, and you would think I'd get sick of it by now, but I don't know. I like it. I think I like it because it's not as chaotic as like some of the other game mods. But Bespin's okay. I've flown a little bit, going through the, you get to fly through Cloud City and fight stuff in Cloud City. I don't know what to tell you guys. I bought the expansion pack, and so far they've dropped these 2 on us, and I don't know. Am I glad I spent the $50? I don't know. Not yet. I'll tell you after they release the Death Star thing. If the Death Star thing is worth its weight in gold, then I'll let you know. But right now, I'm saying, all right, I guess so. I mean, it's cool because there's some different maps and stuff, but whatever. I don't know. The expansion pack actually included some online, or some offline, I don't know, stories. Then, I would say yes, but no. Watch the extended version of BVS, Batman versus Superman. I was pretty drunk. But I'll tell you this: my overall impression of the extended version is that it's a more complete movie. That's for sure. It definitely felt a lot more complete and a lot less all over the place. They built things in the right areas. Do I think they got it right to turn everybody around? No, of course not. But it's better. It's definitely better. I'll tell you that. I was less like, "What the fuck am I watching?" You know, than I was when I got out of like when I finished watching. I was just like, what, the first time around I was just like, what the hell did I just get out of? What the hell was that? The only problem I have with the extended version is they don't really do anything more for Wonder Woman at all. So it's just, she's just, so she seems to have a smaller role because the movie's longer. And it's the only reason I'm watching. Do I or do I not talk about Game of Thrones? I'll say this. I'm not going to spoil too much, but only because I know a lot of people that watch my videos don't. All tens of 11 of you that watch these things, because I've got crazy numbers when it comes to ratings on these. I think I had a whopping 14 views the last time I put one up on YouTube. that's also actually pretty good for me. But Game of Thrones is a freaking awesome show. If you're not watching it, you should be watching the show, unless you're not, that's not your cup of tea, but whatever. This sixth season was absolutely, besides 2 episodes that weren't horrible, but they just weren't great like the rest of them. The rest of the episodes in season 6, besides 2, were freaking awesome. And the other 2 were just good. Just really good, But so I don't know. But the only thing I wanted to mention was the Battle of the Bastards. Battle of the Bastards. I just picked up on one thing in the Battle of the Bastards. Now, actually, if you want to think about it, 3 things. But it looked like they were doing nods to battle fights in movies. No, 2 of them from Return of the King that you saw, where Jon Snow took out his sword and he was facing off against a whole crapload of guys riding against him. And then the second one, of course, was when the Knights of the Vale came running through. That was when the Riders of Rohan came through in Return of the King. There were 2 from Return of the King. And then the other one was when, what the fuck is his stupid fucking name? The asshole. When he started firing the arrows into his own guys to kill the people. That was from Braveheart. So that was just 3 things I noticed off the bat. I think I actually want to go back and rewatch the episode maybe 1 or 2 more times just to see if maybe there were a couple more. There may have been, and I just don't know about it. But anyway, I don't know what else I got for you guys other than to say it's it's 4th of July weekend. My dad's birthday is on the 4th of July. Happy birthday to my father on the 4th of July. Believe it or not. Yeah, I say that and people are like, what? Yeah, he was born on the 4th of July, and his name is not Tom Cruise. Just be careful out there this weekend, okay, guys? Have plenty of cab money. Make sure your Uber app is working. This is the weekend, and they like to catch everybody. Always a holiday weekend, so they're going to be out in drones. So either get a designated driver or utilize cabs and Ubers. And, by utilizing cabs and Ubers, if you get a designated driver, it's also your responsibility to make sure said designated driver can drive. You're just as much at fault if he fucks up and you don't notice. You just got to keep an eye on those things. You can get yourself hurt, you can get somebody else hurt, not to mention jail time, all that happy horseshit that goes along with getting a DUI. You just don't want that madness. It's cheaper to get a cab. So if you get a designated driver and your designated driver is too shitty to drive, call a cab. Tell him to get in the cab with you if you can, but if not, fuck him. Let him go and get in the cab and save your own ass. I don't know what else to say. Have a good weekend, fellas. I am on call, so I'm going to be the low-key guy of the weekend, just hanging around the house, staying close to home. Might hit up a golf course if I can. But just, basic mellow shit. Love you guys. Peace, and I'll talk to you all next week.